look at the lead you've got.
Well, yeah, sure. In the Northeast, we need to wait till the Midwest and the West. It's going to be a long night.
Well, tell me in the morning who wins, Mr. President.
Don't say that.
Scene there from Killing Kennedy, based on Bill O'Reilly's best-selling book. It stars Rob Lowe as JFK, and in our Sunday Spotlight, Rob tells us it's the role of a lifetime, one he's been preparing to play for years.
In a matter of days, those missiles will be operational. We have to act.
That will not be pushed. Not by Khrushchev, not by you.
He's the most recognized face and voice, arguably, in history. And so as an actor, you have to service that, because if you don't have the look and if you don't have the voice, you don't have anything.
I am today announcing my candidacy.
I am today announcing my candidacy for the presidency of the United States.
So you do that, and then you just begin the real work, making him a real human being.
One of the most fascinating scenes to me is during the Bay of Pigs crisis, when he really reveals his insecurities.
And I told them I was ready, and they trusted me.
And that's why you fall in love with this character, because you realize he's a man just like you and me, just happens to be John F. Kennedy. We all have stresses around our jobs. His stresses just happened to have the entire world hanging in the balance.
Especially in the middle of the Cuban Missile Crisis. And it's one of the tragedies of the Kennedy presidency is that he was struck down at the moment he seemed to be
finding his footing.
Exactly.
Both politically and personally. I think there's a lot that speaks to his relationship with Jackie being sort of on the rebound and them reconnecting with each other, which was I always found really moving about it.
Killing Kennedy also takes on a lasting debate, siding with the Warren Commission's conclusion Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. Are you convinced?
I don't think we'll ever know. I've been back and forth.
Is it true that you and Charlie Sheen used to go back and forth and argue about whether or not it was a conspiracy?
Not only did we argue about it, but we actually had a couple of the leading authors come and speak to our little salon of friends. And, you know, Charlie has since taken it to the level that he also believes the moon is hollow. I'm not really sure what the significance of that would be. But, you know, I've gotten to the place where what I do is I go, here's the list of believers in conspiracies, here's the list of believers, and I'm going with Vince Bugliosi, Warren Commission, Kennedy family, instead of Charlie Sheen.
What was the biggest thing you learned about John F. Kennedy throughout all this?
You realize that why he is held in such reverence when you watch those White House press conferences.
I listened to Mr. Meader's record, but I thought it sounded more like Teddy than it did me, but...
Such style, such wit.
Such wit. He was so fast. He had the common touch, and yet he traveled the world and had every privilege. I mean, he was the unique original that everybody from President Clinton to Barack Obama or any of our leaders that we feel are great communicators, Ronald Reagan, all of them come directly from JFK.
Killing Kennedy premieres November 10th on the Nat Geo channel. And now some welcome news from Afghanistan. This week, the Pentagon did not announce any killings of service members. That's all for us today. Thanks for sharing part of your Sunday with us. Check out World News with David Muir tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow on GMA.